helped and aided and created by the sun. The sun gives us vegetation, it gives us food, thus life. And we often commonly refer to it as the golden sun. Why? Because of the reverence in which we hold gold. Gold is arguably, no, it probably is the most important metal that has ever been known to mankind. Hello, my name is Chris, by the way. Welcome to the live stream. Gold is the most important metal. Why is it the most important metal? Well, gold has been used as currency. Currency has been used to spur, innovation, success. Those things have been used to forward the human race all the way to the point to where we can now watch me from your phone, right? So it's a very important metal, but it's also been used throughout the centuries and millennia in jewelry and respected by all cultures across the world. And today we are bringing you some of the most amazing gold pieces you will ever see at prices that will be unbeatable virtually. So, that being said, couple house cleaning notes. If you are watching on TikTok, you want to click on the link in the bio. That will take you to where you need to go. Anybody else? For example, when I show the first item, that will be sold 101. The second item will be sold 102, so on and so forth. You'll be able to go to the website. If there are any 25s, for example, there's an extra 25 on there now. I encourage you to try that out. See if it works for the item, in which case you stole it. So that being said, everything that we have, all the prices that we have, they will remain intact at this low price. We've been promised that we've got the lowest prices they've ever been, other than something like a buy-all or other stuff we don't want to get in the weeds on. But the lowest prices they've ever been here. But they'll only remain that way for the next 24 hours. Fair enough, today is the 8th of October. So you have until about 2 p.m. till the 8th or the 9th of October. All right, that being said, let's jump right into it. We have an amazing gold nugget ring. This is 10 karat gold. It's got 2.35 grams. It is a lot of gram weight. And the thing I love about this is my brother, when I was a kid, he bought a gold chain. He was always very business savvy. And he's a very wealthy man now. And I hope he doesn't mind me saying, he's a very wealthy man now because of that. But when I was a kid, he had bought a gold chain. He had saved up money to buy a gold chain because he knew there was value in it, intrinsically. I think we all do. But he bought a pendant for it, which looked exactly like this. It's a gold nugget. I'm putting this on just for scale purposes. This can be worn by a man or a woman. We have it, well, this is a size 8.5, so it barely fits me. But it's very sizable. Also, you've got that rugged, just really raw, and something I think we all respond to, natural beauty of gold. This, if you were like, for example, if you ever been panning for gold, if you were to pan for gold, this is like almost, if you found something like this, eureka would be the word of the day, right? You'd be super excited. It's a good looking ring. It's nearly knuckle to knuckle. It's almost a gold cocktail ring for that purposes. But the reason why I say it's good for guys too, look at that low profile. This is something that's just sort of a conversation starter. It's something that you're gonna take pride in. It's beautiful, and guess what? Here's the good news. It's not gonna be $1,300 or $1,400. It'll be stamped, of course. It's gonna be today $150. $150.39. Clearance and live stream price. Guaranteed for the, look, here's the deal. We don't have to do clearance prices on gold. In fact, I'm sure management would prefer not to, because it sells at any time, because it's constantly valuable. It's constantly something that you can liquidate for money. $150.39. And you're getting this ring. It's very sizable. Now we have it in size 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 9 just sold out, 7, 8, and 8, and 8.5, which is the one I have, I believe. Just based on, because I know I can squeeze a 9 on and 8.5, and this one I couldn't quite get on all the way. So, but keep in mind, for the gents out there, I want to encourage you, Stephen, if you're watching, this is a cool one because it's easily sizable. Any jeweler could size it. They probably do it fairly inexpensively. Now, they might just stretch it, but go ahead and get the largest. And folks, take advantage of this amazing deal. You're getting a $1,300 ring, $150.39. This is sold 101. It is fantastic. Let me give you a quick measurement on it, and then we'll move on. But I love this one. How many do we have total?
Let's see. We have...
That's so cool.
Excluding the half sizes, we have 71.
Okay, 71 of these. This will make a great gift. Gift yourself. It's that fun, everyday wearable, 10 karat gold. Because of the alloys that you're going to have available in it is going to make it very, very wearable, going to make it very, very durable. So this is something you can wear every single day. And it's just a status symbol. Look, you got a big gold nugget. Remember what we were talking about? If you're paying for gold and you found something like this, it'd be like one of the best days of your life. So this is basically a symbol of, yep, I think I've landed. I've found it. I'm there. And it's so good looking. Oh my gosh. And I just love, it almost looks like a flame, doesn't it? Look at that. Doesn't it almost look like a flame? Now yours will be slightly different, actually, but it will be roughly the same. We have a great quality control department. So what you're looking at is going to be truly, truly fantastic. And let me get that ruler.
Right over here.
That's my fault, folks. That was something I usually bring to set right here, and it was right there. All right, it's going to be just shy of 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so just shy of 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom, and then from left to right, the actual nugget we're talking about is going to be, we'll call it, well, right at a centimeter. Okay, so mix a little bit of the metric system in there with it too. But yeah, very good looking ring, folks. Very, very limited, but we have enough, I think, to where the people who watch the live streams can take advantage of this, and you can get in on it quick. I think this would absolutely. Now, I said this yesterday, and it's not a scare tactic. It's just it's a fact. If this gets shown on television on our TV show, and it's not, I mean, look, we have a little bit less people watching here, considerably, but because this is a new venture for us. But if this gets shown on television, it will be gone. At this price, I don't know that they'll do it this price on television, but if it gets shown, this is cleared out. It's gone. Vamos. 79 of these. This is a great, great get. Very cool. Again, for the men, for the women, come on in. Take advantage of this. This is amazing. Now, we're moving on. You know what? I'm going to set this off to the side because I kind of want to bring this. You know what? Why would I do that? Let's just leave it out here. I was going to say, when we're done with the show, usually we have like 3 items that we really like. That one, I'm just in love with it. I think that's so cool. Now, next up, we've got the bracelet. This is the big one. Yes?
Yes.
This is a monster. Wow. You're talking about, oh, no, wait. No, then we must be talking about the smaller of the two.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, this is an 8.
Yeah, it should be the 8-inch.
Let's see here. Pause for, it's live, what are we going to do? It's okay.
Yeah, because we have another one that's like 5 millimeters.
Yeah, this is, yeah. Okay, so this is, the 5 millimeters, the monster. This one, more, I mean, look, it's not small. It is kind of that ideal size. This is that one that's going to be, well, you know, I like to call it kind of elegant simplicity. It's that one that's going to give your outfit just a touch of grace, to where if they see it, like they see you wearing a suit, you look fantastic. Yeah, you look good, very sharp. But then they see this, and what do they see? They see a status symbol. They see something beautiful. They see a rope gold chain. Now this is 8 inches. That's the only one we have available to you. 8 inches. Now, I know this is going to fit the gents, and I'm not going to try to attempt to put it on at the moment because, you know, I'm a clumsy dude. But suffice to say, this will fit. This fits me, and I wear about an 8 in the bracelet range. Folks, this is about to blow your mind. It's 10 karat yellow gold. It's the rope chain. The most popular since the late 70s has been the rope gold chain. And it's gone through many iterations because back then it seems like they got a lot more tangled up, a lot easier. You can tie it in a knot if you want, but it's easily untangleable. Untangleable? Help me out with that. I only talk for a living. But it's beautiful. The rope is symbolic too, if you decide to give it as a gift, of strong ties and strong bonds. Folks, this is under $100. Under $100. Big lobster claw clasp, 8 inches. Ladies, I don't want to discourage you from getting this because I find a nice drape to be quite attractive. Now, obviously, you don't want to drape so much that it's going to get caught on things too much, but a nice drape just kind of flows, kind of slinks around. I find that to be very attractive. I think a lot of men do. Now, that being said, let's talk about the price. It is not $800. It is not $500. It is $97.99. So we're getting this for under $100. Anytime you have an opportunity to get a necklace or a thick bracelet like this, under $100, you want to seize that opportunity. This is fantastic. And friends, I got to tell you, it's not too big, not too small. It's that I'm not trying to necessarily, I'm not trying to blow the world on fire, but I want people to understand subtly that I have the goods, that I'm there. And this is awesome. I got to tell you, how many do we have?
We have...
I'm thinking because we only have the 8-inch available, that's making me a little nervous.
We have 2, yeah.
All right, which means I'm about to move on because of the constraints of time. There's only 2 of these, folks. It's under $100. You've got a $19.60 budget pay. Okay? That's the last thing I'll say, and the only reason I'm moving on is because I could stay on this all day long. I think it's beautiful. It's the perfect, to me, it's the perfect size. If you're wanting to sort of just be kind of casually smooth. Gosh. All right, so beautiful. All right, we're going to move on, though, because there's only 2 of these. If you wanted to do it as a his and hers, as an anniversary gift, ladies, if you can rock an 8, absolutely do that. But definitely get one for your gentleman. All right, so we're going to move on. I'm going to set this over here. And we are going to go to...
the one with the butterfly pendant.
The one with the butterfly pendant. Okay, so we're going to do the chain. Obviously, the butterfly pendant is out for the moment. Is that right?
Yeah, that'll be next.
Okay, so, but they should be shown together.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be the perfect accoutrement to the bracelet that we just sold you. They're roughly the same size in terms of millimeter width. All right? And what is the millimeter width on this one?
Let's see.
This one's going to be a 20-incher. What is important about a 20-incher? Well, most of your mall jewelers will have 16 and 18s, and they'll occasionally have 20. But 20 inches, for me at least as a guy, it's kind of where I think ideally that's where I wear a chain. For example, when I went to Europe, I had a 20-inch, I think 14-karat rope gold chain. Looked very much like this on. Now this is 10 karat, but the good news is you're not going to have to pay $199 like I did. For my 14 karat one, 10 karat, it's going to be a little bit under 50% solid gold, but what does that do? It also gives you a little bit more strength in terms of the alloys that they use. So you're about 41.6 in terms of solid gold. And it makes it more everyday wearable, makes it more durable. So this is that everyday wearable chain. You can wear it solo, or you could wear it with a pendant like this. But you don't have to. Again, it's a statement. It's not ostentatious, but it is bold enough and big enough to where you can see it from across the room, much like the matching pendant. If you wanted to, you could even use that pendant, 8 plus 20, you have a 28-incher. If you want to have that long one for the holiday party or whatever, and you're wearing maybe you're wearing, or Thanksgiving. You're wearing like a little turtleneck and just need a little something extra, just to add a little bit of class and elegance. Tie that one on, 28-incher, kind of hangs low, ladies. That'd be very, very cool. Good look. Now, that being said, let's talk about the price on it because it's ridiculously low. I can't believe we're doing 1.5 grams Folks, this is an impossible price, virtually impossible at the retail level. Virtually impossible. You're looking at close to $1,000 easy. Maybe our starting price of $800 if your brother owns the company, if your sister owns the company. This is $99. This is sold 102, and it's $99 for a 20-inch, 1.5 gram. Do the math on that, folks. That is a sensational opportunity. How many of these do we have? Again, I want you to try that code extra 25. You never know, you might be able to get a little bit off on the website. Wow, wow, wow.
You'll love this, Chris. We have one.
All right, if you don't get it, I'm going to get it. That's all right. That's a promise. Yeah, I'm not only I'm not the president, but you know that old what was that old? Those, well, you're probably too young to remember, DJ. It was like the guy for the hair club. He's like, I'm not only a president, I'm a client. It's like a guy, he was selling like some hair Rogaine or something. So like at the end of it, he had like a full head of hair. He's like, I'm not only the president, and then he showed like a past picture of him like when he was bald. He's like, but I'm a client. You know, it was kind of cute. It was very effective. I remember it all these years later. That was like 30 years ago. All right, folks, 20. There's one of them. Let me know when there's one of them now, DJ, because that's a lot of your valuable time wasted. There's one. There is one of these, folks. $99. That should be gone like yesterday. $99 for a 20-inch rope gold chain. Forget about it. Actually, remember it and take advantage of it right now. Now, moving on to the exact same item, but we're just going to use it to hold what I think would be a great pendant to go along with it. Now, remember what I said about that chain? That was sold 103, right?
Yes.
That was sold, the chain was sold 103. There's only one of them. If you don't get it right now, it'll probably be gone. Now, we use that to put on this beautiful butterfly pendant. It is very, very well made. In fact, this is, what is this, sold 104?
Sold 104, yes.
So sold 104. In fact, this is made in America. This is a company we started doing business with. I think one of the team members there, it wasn't the Vegas show, but I think it was an Arizona show that made contact with a group that does stuff, and we were able to really, really talk them down off their price in exchange for selling, massive amounts of their merchandise, because it's all made in America. So this is homegrown. It's very, very beautiful. They do wonderful work, and it's a cool butterfly pendant. This is symbolic of sort of rebirth, rejuvenation, new chapters. Think about a butterfly. It's a bummer to be a caterpillar. You're crawling around on the ground, get stepped on every once in a while. But then one day, you decide to build a cocoon. You don't know why, but you just do it. So maybe that's you. Maybe you're that person. You don't know why, but you just decide to go back to school. You decide to learn some new trade. Decide to try some online business, whatever it may be. And you flourished and were successful. And you spread your wings and you flew. This is for that person. This is for that person who maybe just graduated high school, maybe just graduated middle school. Don't they have like middle school graduations? These pampered kids.
Right.
Well, you graduated middle school. Good job. Now get back to work. I know. So yeah, this is that really, really sweet and beautiful pendant. It's got some excellent work. Look at the mill grain work on this. It's got some really high laser shine, but they laser cut it, but then they do a high polish sheen on that. So you've got so many dimensions, which really gives us that three-dimensional look. And folks, the price on this is going to blow your mind. It's $67.99. Yes, you heard me correctly. This is $67.99. How many do we have, Mr. DJ?
We have 3.
There are 3 of them, so I will show this to you and we will move on. So I think the theme of today's show should be very, 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 can you see this? Help me out here.
I'll go to the right there. Perfect.
The theme of today's show should be very, 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 very last in stock.
Oh, yes.
There's only 3 of them, $67.99. Only 3. It's so beautiful. It's the perfect size. I'm going to give you a measurement very quickly, and then we're going to move on. Again, sold 104 or 105. 104.
104, yes.
Sold 104. It is going to be we'll call it half an inch on the butterfly from bail to bottom, you're talking about just shy of an inch. Or we'll call it about a little over 3/4 of an inch from bail to bottom. Not going to be gigantic, ostentatious in your face, but very beautiful, very delicate, and very, very noticeable because of all that texturing on it. Fantastic. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? You ever had a butterfly land on you, PJ?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yes. I'm like Mary Poppins. They like land on me all the time. It's like butterflies, animals flock to me even when I don't like them.
Wow.
I'm like, hey cat, I'm allergic to you. Don't come over here. And he's like, I'm just kidding. I love cats and I'm not allergic. That's beautiful. All right, so we're gonna move on because there's only 3 of them. But that would make a great pendant. It's gonna work with that chain that we just sold you. Also, we had that sold 102, which was the matching bracelet. Folks, if you just joined us, my name is Chris, and this is a gold extravaganza today. You are seeing mostly last in stock items. If you just joined us, I encourage you to always come back and go and watch the replay. And I would hope they wouldn't be there, but you might have an opportunity. But a lot of the items we've been showing here, I think one of them we had more than 3. But beyond that, it's been very, very last in stock. So keep that in mind. Now, we're moving on to sold 105, which is this beautiful pair of crescent style hoop earrings. Hoops since the dawn of man. In fact, according to Deanna, she says on our show a lot of times, whenever we do the overnights together, she says that a hoop was the first form. I don't know if it's the first. Well, I don't want to butcher. Deanna, if you're watching, don't get mad. The hoop was the first form of jewelry maybe worn, but more importantly, and this I know she said, and she's probably right, it was worn by a dude. By a man. That's right. So, guys, don't feel like we're leaving you out. If you got your ears pierced, go for it. Because this is not going to be gigantic. It's not going to be like a shoulder sweeper, unless that's your bag, to each their own. But what I'm saying is, ladies, this is going to be that ideal size.
It's good right there.
All right, just to give you an idea of scale. And hopefully ears are clean today. The older I get, the more I'm like plucking hairs and things like that. It's like, what's going on there? Interesting. But I digress. I shouldn't talk about that. These are really beautiful. Now, the thing I love about them is you've got this sort of, you've got the crescent style, right? So maybe, if the moon is important to you, you're interested in astrology and what have you, maybe you were of the Muslim faith, or you just are a Kappa Sigma. Like I was a Kappa Sigma in college, star and crescent. That was our insignia. But it doesn't matter. Either way, you've got something very, very beautiful here. You're not talking about something that's going to be loud, ostentatiously large, but it is a noticeable size. It's going to be about just shy of 3/4 of an inch. And what you have, because it sort of crescendos into the larger, with that crescent styling, that's what people remember. So people remember that larger portion. That's the impression. When we talk about, stuff that's sort of, that starts off smaller and gets larger, that's the impression. So that's where the memory stores that at. So you've got a beautiful, big, bold look, but here's the news, the great news. You're not having to spend $500 or $400 for this. We've got these for $79. These are in 14 karat yellow gold. 14 karat yellow gold for $79.99. $16 on budget pay. Those of you who aren't familiar with budget pay, it's open to anybody. It's not a credit card. It does not ding your credit. It is not. There's no interest or anything. Yeah, $16 gets a pair of 14 karat yellow gold hoops. Now, full disclosure, I recently bought a pair of hoops. They were 14 karat yellow gold hoops. They were for about, I think, $79 or $89. And I said, whoa, that's a fantastic deal. They're under $100 for 14 karat yellow gold hoops. I got them home, and they were exactly what I thought they were going to be. And so I was like, cool. I put them to the side just to, look, it's an investment. Gold, it can be used as an investment because, look, gold can always be liquidated for cash. But the reason why I got them was because, just down the road, maybe it'd be a good gift or, and people always love hoops. Ladies always love hoops. This is a staple. How many do we have?
We have 6.
Okay, so we have 6. I don't mind talking for about another 30 seconds on it. So the hoop is something that's going to be a classic. It's going to be a go-to. Here you also have this wonderful texturing, right? So you've got all these little slices here, sort of wave-style slices, which go around that beautiful crescent, stamped, of course, 14K. So we basically got these for the price of what you would pay for a solid silver pair of hoops. I think you probably pay more for a solid silver pair of hoops at the retail level. They looked exactly the same, only in silver. And you could you can go check online and see the price of silver versus gold. It's not a knock against silver. They're both precious metals. They're both wonderful. But that's just to show you the power of the purchasing power that you're getting here. Again, $16 gets them home. You have 4 budget payments of $16. So you'll spend, what, 50 cents and some change a day. These are in range for everyone. They're that ideal size, not too big, not too small, everyday wearable. Wear them to the cocktail party. Wear them to your grandson's baseball party. Wear them while you're playing softball, probably. Yeah. You've got these little latches. They're gonna secure snugly into place. It's gonna lock in there very tightly. So very cool. Good get. And there's only 6 of them. There's only 6. This is 14 karat gold. This is $79.99. This is sold 106.
105.
105. Forgive me. Yep. There you go. Boom. I love those. Just ideal. I mean, just ideal. Great choice on that. Now. This is one I requested because I said if there are ever any of these again, I want it. And I wish we had sold out of them. We still have a few of them. This is the coolest, most bold ring you're going to see, or one of them. Well, that's coming up. If you just joined us, my name is Chris. This is Gold Bonanza, Extravaganza, whatever you want to call it. Anza. This is so cool though. This is going to be from the Maestro Gold collection, right? This is our Italian made. We partnered with one of the premier Italian artisans to create some really unique and special pieces, and this is one of them. It's very limited. I gotta say, we did have it available the other day in a lot more sizes. We have a 6, a 7, and a 9 available to you. It is sizable. Any qualified jeweler can get this size for you, no problem. But this is going to give you that big, bold look. It's going to give you that big real estate coverage, but it's not going to be in your face. It's going to be everyday wearable. You see, you got a low profile, saddle style design with that sort of cushion, and you've got these deep rivets that are sort of laser cut in there, but then within those, each, you're getting that sort of frosted, which is going to give it a really intense three-dimensional look. So while it does have that low profile, while it is fantastic, while it is classy and classic, it's also going to be everyday wearable. It's going to be 3/4 of an inch. So this is going to be that go-to gold cocktail ring, that go-to noticeable ring that's going to be everyday wearable. It's going to taper down at the bottom, naturally, as any good jewelers do in these days. That way it's going to make it where it's not going to be uncomfortable to wear for everyday use. This could be that go-to ring. How many do we have available? The price, I'm about to get to it, no worries.
We have, where is it? 14.
Okay, so there are 14 of these remaining. Again, we have it in 6, 7, and 9. Do not let perfect be the enemy of good if the sizing is an issue. The money we're about to save you, you can go to any qualified jeweler. They should be able to do it for not too much. That said, what are we thinking? Maybe 1,500? No, of course not here. No, here you're thinking probably 700, 600, 499. Let's try 249. $249.99. $50 on budget pay. $50 gets this home. $50 gets this home. You're going to pay a little bit over. You'll pay like $1.75, $1.85 a day for the remaining 4 months. 0 credit check, 0 interest. Budget pay. Let's use that to stretch out our dollars, especially with the holiday season coming up. You know, we got Christmas. You know, I know we start talking about maybe a little too early. Maybe. Christmas in February is coming your way pretty soon. No, but seriously, we are down to the crunch. We're at crunch time. We're like 70 and some change days away, I think, to Christmas. Not trying to scare you, just pointing out the realities. This is the reality of the situation that we're dealing with. This would make a great gift. Guys, think about, if any gentlemen that are watching, think about getting this for your special lady. This is something truly, truly, it's I don't want to say it's a classic because it's so unique. But if it was mass produced, this would absolutely be a classic. That cushion style design. Tell me that's not awesome.
Oh, yeah.
It almost works as a gents ring too. I mean, look, again, sizable, but get this, ladies, this is fantastic. It fits very comfortably on the finger. Now you've got sort of a frosted interior there, if you guys can see that. How's that look there, DJ?
It's good right there, yeah.
Okay. So nice frosted interior as well. And again, you've got this sort of frosting going on through each of these laser cut rivets. That's my kind of blanket. Quilted, it's like a quilted blanket of beauty. Fantastic. All right, so we're gonna move on. Folks, that was sold $105. Such a cool ring. I love that cigar style band too. Very, very bold. Low profile though. Everyday wearable on that one. So, just joined us. Today is gold. Lots of gold. And gold, most important metal in the world, arguably. What we have next is going to be...
It's on the table with the pendant.
Aha!
Yeah, there you go.
And I love this pendant that's with as well. So I'm going to take this rope off for just a moment and put that over there and tell you about this one. Okay, so I want you to remember the pendant, but I also want you to sort of, let's not focus on it for the moment because that we'll get to later on. All right, that is my favorite pendant that we've probably ever had here, just about. Now, there was one other one that I think I remember that I really love, but that's right up there in the running. Now, what we have here is a Cuban necklace. You got 2 millimeters on the Cuban necklace. It's going to be 10 karat gold. We got this at a closeout opportunity, right? This is from the JCK. And what we do, folks, we're able to bring so much to the table in terms of purchasing power. When you come to the table with a ton of cash, this is not to brag, but this is the reason why we're able to bring all this gold to you at such low prices. That really increases your negotiating power, right? If you say, well, look, if I'm just a jewelry store and I'm going to buy 10 of these, well, I'm going to have to turn around and sell them for about $800 at least, because I'm probably only going to get them for, let's just throw out a number, I don't know, 500 a piece, and I'm going to make 200 a piece, right? Something like that. Obviously, that's probably not the exact correct. I'm just using this as an illustration. But what we do is we come in there with the big purchasing power and cash because we're able to move so many items here, right? Because we reach so many people. And so that increases our purchasing power so we can do multiples and get them at a lot lower price and then pass that savings on to you, right? With the hope that we'll sell multiples. How many do we have of this, by the way?
We have 4.
Okay. So, terrible example because we don't have that many of these. Once upon a time, I imagine we did because the price we're giving you makes me think at one point in time we probably had 100 of them or 60 of them. And now we're down to 4 of them. This is the perfect chain, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's 18 inches, so if you can rock an 18, guys, go for it. Look, this has got 2 millimeters. What's the beautiful thing about the Cuban? It's a variation on the curve. So you get all these nice links, right? These very strong links. It's probably the second most popular at the moment, other than a Palma, I can imagine, here, which is a pretty good anecdote for where the nation's at. So we get a lot of requests for these. We don't get them in as much, so this is sort of a specialty link. But the cool thing about it is because it lays flat, you get all that millimeter look. But you don't have to pay the $2,000 price. You don't have to pay $1,000 or even the $800 like we discussed earlier. Folks, we're doing this today, and we've only got 4 of them. $113.99. $22.80. Budget pay. 0 credit check, 0 interest gets this home. If you've been wanting to get a Cuban chain, today is the day. This is a clearance gold price. This is one I want to say we did this not too long ago, and we had it. I want to say it was an 18-inch Cuban. It was probably, yeah, it probably was. May have been this one. I think we did it for $129.99. Today you're getting it for $113.99. I can't guarantee that price. Maybe we had it for $119. Maybe it was $119. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Today you're getting it for $113. That is special pricing. Today's the 8th of October. You have 24 hours. Other than that, it's probably going to go back up to the 120 or 119 or 129 or whatever it was at before. Because we don't have to put gold on clearance. We don't have to. Gold is constantly worth money. People are constantly wanting to buy gold. So take advantage of that, folks. There's 4 of those. That's going to be fantastic. And I'm assuming we're going to go straight into the pendant, which I'm going to reveal. I was kind of covering it up, and I hate to do that to the good Lord here, but it's probably my favorite pendant that we've had. It's about a dime, about the size of a dime. I specifically said if we ever get that again, the show that I showed this probably, I don't know, maybe last week or the week before, and I love it. It is unique. It is original. It is a work of art. It is something that, look, full disclosure, I am a believer, but this is a Last Supper pendant. But it's just cool. It is just unique. It is just original. It's just different. And it's perfect for men and women. Believers or not, if you just like cool artwork. Look at this. Look at the three-dimensionality of it. Look at how you've got this sort of rows leading up to the table of the Last Supper. You've got all 12 disciples in that classic sort of Da Vinci style from the Da Vinci painting that we've all sort of grown up seeing and sort of associate with that. But the cool thing about it is you've got it mixed in with the white and the yellow gold, right? The price on it is unbelievable too. So basically what you're getting here is a work of art. I don't wear a lot of pendants. I absolutely would wear this. If you flip it over, you don't have the white gold, but you have sort of a more frosted just mirror of the exact same thing. So it doesn't matter if this gets flipped around or vice versa. It doesn't matter. It's still going to look fantastic. And it's still going to be sort of that, oh, that's really cool. What's going on there? And you just tell them, this is my work of art.
By the way, Lisa on Facebook says she loves that a lot.
Loves what? This
Lisa
one?
on Facebook, yeah.
Lisa?
Yeah.
Lisa, I'm with you. Lisa, this is probably, it's up there in my top 3, maybe probably my top 2 of my favorite pendants we've ever shown here. And you, Lisa, we showed, gosh, probably seen thousands of pendants. So I'm totally with you. And thank you for watching, Lisa. I really appreciate that. You should get it because the price on it is under $100. We're doing this for $97.99. $97.99. It's less than $20 on budget pay. We have how many left?
9.
Okay, 9. Now, this picture, to me, that doesn't do it justice. When you get this home, I need your help here. I want to try to hold my hands as steady as possible. It's hard whenever we're
good right there.
Kind of zoomed in. But I want you to see the texturing, even the table. That's what you're not seeing in that big picture behind me. The table is a very, very high polished sort of shine, laser cutting on that. But look at the detail of that, ladies and gentlemen. That is spectacular. Again, this is going to be about the size of a dime. I think that's about in terms of scale. So I would say, matter of fact, do you have a dime?
I do not.
But trust me, I'm a good judge. Now, very limited on what we have here, but $97, so cool, such an important piece, and just kind of that cool piece because I think, like I said, guys and ladies could wear this too. So it's really, really neat. Not only that, but on the exterior here, so you know how I said they had that high laser polish, laser shine on the table here at the Last Supper. The exterior, the perimeter there is also going to have a very, very high shine polish there. So you got a lot of texturing, a lot of three-dimensionality, which is something that I find really important, especially when we're talking about something cool like a pendant. You kind of want that. We showed you the gold nugget and all the texturing of that. That was sold 101. Very, very cool. So I'm going to move on just because we don't have a ton of these left. But if you love that is going to be one that I'm going to be getting, hopefully. if there's any left, because I just love it. And it's elegant, it's simplistic. It's not a medallion size, but it's not itty bitty teeny tiny. It's to me it's just perfect. I love it. All right, so we're gonna move on, and that was sold 107, right?
8.
That was sold 108. I'm sorry, sold 108. Of course, the Cuban chain that we had attached to it was the sold 107. We're moving on to sold 109, which is an item I haven't seen yet until today, and I'm super excited about it because these are that fun, swirly, party time dangle. Not quite shoulder sweepers, but getting close. Getting close. Fun, fun, fun. We're calling these the Sorrento Twisted Italian 10 karat gold earrings. How awesome are these? So ladies, young or old, does not matter your age, you can have fun with these and do it in class. You've got linear, they're sort of linear, these they got a swirl to them. These are awesome. All right, DJ, you see a girl at a party and she's wearing these. You're in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't look. All right, don't look at him on me. I'm just showing you guys for scale. He's like, yeah. All right, so don't look at me on him now. Yes, you're totally in. You're like,
yeah, there we go.
Look, she's fun. These are fantastic, but you know, in a classy way. For sure, because look, you are wearing 10 karat yellow gold. This is a perfect gift giving item. Guys, this is, all right, ladies, you're at the party. This is what your girlfriend said to you. Oh my God, I love it. They're gonna catch the eye. Because look, you've got all this sort of twisted light and reflection return. They're gonna be dangling. These are nice. I'm gonna give you a measurement on them. The price on them, you're not going to believe. Look, I'm doing these for $137.99. I'm just going to go ahead and let that cat out of the bag. And they are going to be right at, so not quite shoulder sweepers, but they got a nice dangle to them. And the cool thing about these is, unlike a lot of your larger hoops, you don't have to worry, you know, if you're tucking your hair behind your ear, you don't have to worry about your finger getting caught on it. And I know, and hopefully none of y'all have experienced that, but I've known some ladies that have, and the nightmare that can be with a larger hoop. But with this, you're getting all of that fun, but not going to get caught. You know what I mean? Or maybe I've only known one person. I just remember it was like, that's so hard. Now, this is going to be right at just shy of 2 inches. So let's call it 1 3/4 inches. You do have the post and friction backs on those, okay? But it's going to be nice, you know, not too heavy. No, so these aren't going to weigh down on the ears, I would venture to say. But because of that swirly action, you're getting so much texturing. How many do we have?
5.
There's 5 of them. So, folks, at $137.99, this will be one, because there's only 5 of them, I think this is one that we could easily show on television and it would poof, vanish. And because we're in clearance, you know, that could happen. So you have 24 hours. Today's the 8th of October. You have 24 hours to take advantage of these. But it's one I think they could just zoom through. You should put this up on prime time. You don't even have to talk about it. You say, look at these 10 karat gold earrings, $137.99. There's 4 of them. Phones will ring. They'll be gone in 2 minutes. There's less people watching on these particular venues. I know we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have Facebook, and we have, of course, the website. But the advantage that you have is you have a significantly less portion of people watching. These will be gone on TV. They're shown once. So take advantage of them. Very fun, very beautiful, solid gold. Let's move on. All right. So next up we have. And just a quick reminder, folks, by the way, if you just joined us, my name is Chris. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for watching. Continue watching today's gold explosion, gold extravaganza, whatever you want to call it. It's gold. Legit solid. From 14 on up, 10 on up. But want to remind you, for the TikTok folks, you're going to click on the link, and that will take you. Click on the bio and the link. That will take you to the website. For everybody else, sold 101, 102, in the order that we're showing them. So, for example, Now we are on to, where are ya? Aha! Okay, sorry about that. You did great. It's not your fault, that's mine. Okay, so what we have here is simply a beautiful design. Now this is a designer that we started working with in our Italian division, who does some of the most amazing work. And we were able to come to Daytona because this was stuff that he would sell in Italy for massive amounts of money because the designs were so unique, so special. And what you have here is you have some laser cutting that they did, but it's in this sunburst sort of design, this three-dimensional, so it sort of comes at you, almost a la Star Trek, you're going like, or Star Wars, you're going into light speed. You know how when they go to light speed, or in Spaceballs, if you've seen that, when they go to light speed and everything sort of this is what you get, that three-dimensionality of light just coming at you, like I love it. And we loved it. And people love it. And we sell a lot of this style design. You might have seen some different style designs of this. And what's cool about this is you've got almost sort of like a card. If you're thinking of it in terms of like three-dimensionality, it's like a book that you're opening, that you sort of have mostly like open, right? So you do have a little bit of curvature there, a little crease. I don't know if y'all are able to see that. I'm going to try to show you as best I can.
It's good right there.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Is this possible? Oh, it is, because it's attached. I was about to say, how can we give them the chain too? Full disclosure, I wasn't able to see every single item when I got here. Shame on me. But here's the good news. I'm just as surprised as you are, because I was going to say, surely you can't get the chain with this. It's connected. This is all one piece. You're getting the chain and the pendant that's attached to it, all for under $100. $97.99. Explain that one to me. Folks, that is gorgeous. This is all just one beautiful piece. This is not ostentatious, it's not loud. However, it does command attention because of this focal point. That beautiful teardrop design, so feminine, so gorgeous. Friends, this is so cool. And not only that, but you can kind of see it here. You see this texturing on the exterior? That's just a sign of good, solid workmanship. If you turn it around, you've got this satiny finish behind it. So if it does for whatever reason, it gets flipped around, it just looks like this satiny finished leaf with, again, this beautifully textured exterior, which gives it so much three-dimensionality, which gives it so much more life, which gives it so much more light return, which does make it a very, very important piece, which is why, again, back to what I was saying initially, this is such a cool piece and such a cool designer to work with. This is Italian-made, Tuscan Sundrop, they'll call it. To me, it almost looks like a leaf with just an exploding sun inside, for lack of a better term. This is such a pretty piece. Now, I don't know how many we have. I got to assume not that many, because 6 in toto. Good. Because I was just looking, because we did get a butterfly from this particular designer. We did get, I think, a heart. I like this just as much, if not better, than both the other ones, just because I don't know, it's different. It's something different. It's very cool. In terms of measurement, I'm going to give you that, and then we're going to move on, because there's only 6 of these left, folks, and it's under $100. You're getting the chain with it. It's not like the chain's sold separately. They're all connected. This is spectacular. You're getting a really, really pretty Rolo style chain with it as well. This is going to be at, we'll call it just shy of 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. About a millimeter shy of 3/4 of an inch, maybe an eighth shy of 3/4 of an inch. And then from side to side, it's going to be right at about a centimeter. Okay? So folks, very pretty, very, very, I just say elegant. It's so pretty. This is like that perfect piece to get for somebody that maybe you're not sure what to get them, to where they're not going to be mad at you. They're going to love it. It's not going to be something that's so bold that they're like, I can't wear that. That's not me. But it's also going to be something with class and elegance, and it's just fantastic. I love it. We're moving on. There's 6 of them. $97.99. Less than $20 on budget pay. 0 credit check. 0 interest. That's sold 107. 106?
10.
110. Oh, did we skip forward?
No. We've been going through because the previous was 9, and then the pen and the chain.
I feel like I maybe might have missed that. Okay, so that's sold 110.
Yeah, because that
got me a little nervous because I'm like, I thought we were on like 107. All right, cool. Let's move on. And of course, I think if they're watching online, they can see all the items. And same thing with most of the apparatuses. Friends, if you just joined us, welcome to the live stream. Today has been it's a gold extravaganza of epic proportions and clearance event as well on a lot of items that you're seeing here today. Most of what you've seen already are very, very last in stock. That's kind of an understatement. In case of one, we had one. So just know that going into it, you want to re-watch it if you just joined us. When we're done, that should be posted in probably about an hour and a half after we're done. And we got a whole, looks like about another hour remaining with you folks, and it's going to be a strong one. So next up, we've got...
It's going to be with the dragon pendant. Gold bar right in front of you. Almost.
The one that I pulled behind?
No. To your...
Oh, the gold bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gold bar dragon. Oh, yes. I like this. Foxtail, I shall move you over to you. All right, so 14 karat yellow gold on this. It's a 1.5 millimeter. This is classic. This is about, well, I said initially we showed one that was, I think, a 20. This is an 18, but it's in 14 karat. And this is about what I think I wore over to Italy. Why did I wear it? It's a rope, classic style, most popular probably since the 70s, at least since the 80s. But you can't go wrong with it. The rope style gives you a lot of light return, a lot of reflectivity. It's strong, symbolic of sorts. You know, what do we use a rope for? We use it to hold things together. So you're that person in your life that holds things together. You got it together, or you want to get it together. This is for you. It's beautiful. It's classic. 1.5 millimeters. Not too big, not too small. Could be worn by itself. Could be worn with a pendant. We'll get to that in just a minute. So I'm kind of, for the purposes of just showing this, I don't want to confuse anybody, but it's a classic rope. Okay. But what's not classic about it is the price. As a matter of fact, the price is kind of classic because this is like an old school price. This is like the year 2000 price we're about to give you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're giving you this today for $137.99. Now, this is that go-to. It's $27 on budget pay, 60 cents. You won't pay any shipping whatsoever because you're over that $50 mark. But this is that classic go-to. That classic can't go wrong. Again, this is the most popular of all the chains. How many do we have?
We have 5.
We have 5 of these. They're in 14 karat gold. So maybe you have the Vermeil rope chain, right? Maybe it's time to upgrade. Maybe you have the 10 karat rope chain. Maybe it's time to upgrade to the 14 karat. About 56% solid gold plus maybe, I think 2.3, something like that. So you're talking about very, very expensive. The 14 karat yellow gold was the sort of standard throughout the 80s and 90s, and then something happened around the 90s. Gold started skyrocketing. You know, we tell you that stat a lot about how gold sort of jumped up from, like 360, 390% since 1990, and then in the past since 2016, another 100% just since 2016. I think the other day it closed around 1890, 1850 and some change, something like that. The point is, it zigs and zags a little bit. We breached to 2000 earlier this year, and it's kind of plateaued and sort of zigged a little bit. No doubt it's going to go up. Why? It's finite. It's finite, and this is a classic. This is something you cannot go wrong with, ladies and gentlemen. So 18 inches. We've only got 4 of them, though, so I'm going to move on just because of the constraints of time. But I wanted to kind of show this just because that, if you don't get another gold piece, think about getting just a classic rope. If you don't own one, that's one you can't go wrong with because that's one that's going to be timeless. And it's always going to be in vogue. It's always going to be popular. It has been since I'm born. I'm 43. You know? So very, very good, very, very good price. $137. You can get it on for $27.60 on budget pay. There's only 4 though. Now we do have a pendant with it. Do we want to go straight into that?
Yeah.
These pendants, this style design, and Debbie, if you're watching, I'm going to try to get you that ring if we can find one. We probably sold more than any, I would say, or since I've been here, than any other pendant or ring style design. Many of you may already own it. And the reason why we continue to show it is because it's so popular, so wildly popular, because it works for men, it works for women. It's a status symbol. It's the ingot, the gold bar. It's cool. People love it, and for good reason. Everybody wants to get their hands on a gold bar. Don't you just want to have a gold bar? I mean, I want to have a bunch of them. But just wearing it is a cool look. It's sophisticated. It's classy. And this one has the dragon insignia on it, right? Which makes it even cooler. So we sold a bunch that they're plain, and then we've got a couple that got the insignia on it. What is a dragon? Well, hey, besides being in the zeitgeist, besides being something super popular right now and trendy and everything, it's a protector. It's a symbol of strength. You know? Symbol of fire. This is so cool. I love it. Folks, you're going to love it. This is 18 karat yellow gold. Because I was looking at it earlier, I was like, that can't be the 10 karat. Because we did have a 10 karat variation. Not I don't think with the dragon. But I was looking at this earlier, I was like, that looks like 24 karat gold. Why? Well, because it's 75% solid gold. 18 karat, folks. 75% solid gold with a dragon. Guys, gals, perfect. Perfect pendant. I don't wear a lot of pendants. I wear a cross pendant. I'd wear the coin pendant. And I would absolutely wear this pendant. So it's not just for the ladies. Ladies, though, yeah. You're that fierce lady. You want to be that fierce lady. This is going to be for you. It's going to be right at just shy of an inch, about maybe a half an eighth shy of an inch from top to bottom. You've got that nice perforated texturing on the back. And I know I showed it before, but I'm going to show it one more time. How many do we have?
We have 3.
There's 3 of these left. This is the last in stock opportunity. It is solid 18 karat gold. It has that buttery richness that you typically only see with about 20 karat plus, maybe 22 karat plus. When we talk about, you know, that richness. Have you ever seen us show these 24 karat? You're about to. The richness, that really, really sort of darker, buttery look that still has that golden shine. And it's so quintessential and essential to gold. Folks, this is a good one. They're very limited. $229, $46 on budget pay. And it feels substantial. It's very, very nice and classic. And then you have the dragon. Can't go wrong. Loving it, loving it. That was sold 111? 12. That was sold 112. Of course, the chain that you could get with it, the 14 karat yellow gold chain, is sold 111. So, we're going to move on.
Let me show you a comparison for this one real fast.
Let's do that real quick. I would like that.
Pop it in right
So you want to go out there shopping, ladies and gentlemen? Let's take them out there shopping. Okay, so what we have here, this is a horse amulet. Pretty cool. I like it. 18 karat gold. Ours is 18 karat gold. Our dragon would probably scorch and then eat the horse, but I like it. What I don't like is 1950. 1,950. That's a great comparison because we are pretty much apples to apples. I don't know. I kind of like the fact that A, you're getting a gold bar, and B, you're getting a dragon. The difference is ours is $229 versus 1950. Food for thought there, ladies and gentlemen. 2,000. How many of ours could you get for that? You get at least 8, probably 9, close to 9 of ours for the price of one of those. Yep. So keep that in mind. This is from a real website. We don't, and look, we don't try to go find the most expensive thing either. If anything, we usually try to find something that's kind of very, very close to what we have and within a reasonable price range difference. So that's the reality of it, folks. And that's 18 karat gold. So it's a quality piece. It's just that's what you're going to pay for a quality piece that's in 18 karat gold. Keep in mind, we're talking 75% solid gold when we get to 18 karat. That is, we're getting into investment grade level. Okay? So, something to consider. All right, so we're going to move on. The dragon times 4. That's how many we have left. We'll keep it at that price, the 229 and some change, for the next 24 hours. Now, the next piece is probably my, well, I don't want to say it's my favorite, but it is up there because this is a fun, cool, classy, not classic, I guess, because classic sort of, I mentioned this earlier, classic sort of implies it's been around forever. You don't see something like this very often. It's unique. But it is classic in the sense that it will never go out of style. It's always going to be fun. You've got 3 dimensions, multi-rings for the price of one, essentially, here. This is, of course, I was about to say this has to be Italian. This is, of course, from the Anella Montefido ad alta lucidatura e diamanti Italian 10 karat. Yep, I probably just butchered that. I don't speak Italian, but it's, what is it, sold 112?
13.
One sold 113. I'm gonna let you read it. If somebody, if I didn't butcher that, please send in and let me know. Please send a note. If I did, it's fine. Anella Montefido ad alta lucidatura e del diamanti Italian 10 karat. That is a mouthful because this is a very, very substantial ring. Look at this. How cool is that? Party time excellent. That is awesome. And I don't know if you're seeing, can you see all the 3-dimensionality of it?
Oh, yeah.
And you got a couple rays, so you got, that is awesome. So essentially you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rings, all for the price of one in a knuckle-to-knuckle design, just about. That is fantastic. This is solid 10 karat gold, everyday wearable, because you do have a couple of these raised portions here, the larger ones, with this nice sort of checkerboard texturing here. But it's not, they're not raised so much so that, it gives you a super duper high profile. So this is something you can wear every day, just out there doing anything, and it's 10 karat. So it's going to have the strength and durability. Now, here's the bad news is we're sold out of the 8, 9, 10, and 11. Good news is we still got this in a size 6 and a size 7. 7 probably going to be about the average size of 7 or an 8. So find a finger, make it fit. Is it sizable? Sure. You've got a little sizing bar down at the bottom, so it does sort of taper down just a little bit, but it's still very wide, even underneath. But that could be easily sized if you want to go up or down. And just to give you an idea of scale, let's see which one of my pinkies looks the best at the moment, because I can't push it down all the way. So there you go, an idea of scale. I've got very big hands. This is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not $2,000. It's not even the $1,899 where we had it set to go out at. Your price is $299, under $300. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rings. If you want to look at it that way, you're getting 7 bands. They're just connected. 7 bands for the price of one. One of these bands in gold. Just one of these little strips of bands, and they're not little. Some of the ones underneath, these are going to be a little bit thinner. But I'd say, yeah, one of the ones underneath for $299, yeah, that's about, so you get probably this. You get this little band right here at the retail level for $299. Here you're getting that. All Italian design, all Italian words that I can't pronounce all of because there's so many of them. Because that's like a word per band, isn't it? What'd you say?
I'll say, let me show you an example, actually.
Let's do. You want to see what you're going to look like out in the retail world? I'll show you. I said, DJ will show you. Well, here you go. Dude, you're perfect. That's money. Yes, exactly. Case in point. 10 karat yellow gold. Apples to apples. So you got a little band ring. Very nice. 1218. 1218. Yeah. How many do we have total?
4.
There's 4 of these. Sold. The sold number again?
113.
Sold 113. There's 4 of them. You want to get this one. You want to get this one, ladies. This is fun. This is fun, but it's everyday wearable. I'm not saying you got to go to a party. You wear it at the house. Wear it anywhere. This is a good one. Very, very thick. Very, very big, bold look. Tapers down to about 1 centimeter, but at its zenith, it's going to be let's do it in terms of inches. Going to be over 1/2 inch, about 1 1/8. About 1 1/8. Very, very cool look. But again, I love that you got this sort of checkerboard laser texturing going on top. Italians do great work, don't they? Gosh, man, those dudes are good. And dudettes, those guys and gals are good. But folks, take advantage of this. Again, there's only 4 of them, and this is 10 karat gold. This is 3.8 grams too. You're getting for $299. Tell me that doesn't look like about a $4,000 ring. It probably should be closer to that. All right, friends, we're going to move on because there's only 4 of these. But if you love this, and what's not to love? This is fun. Take advantage of that. Get that one home. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Take advantage of your budget pay. That's great. That might be one of my favorites. It's just fun. All right, cool. Now, is this this is big? This is big guy.
That's a big guy. Yeah.
Okay. So we teased you with this guy earlier because this is big. This is big guy. He's like, yeah, this is a big guy. Well, why? Because it's 5.5 millimeters. Status symbol coming your way here. I can't believe the price on this. I love it. You're going to be so happy, folks. I'm going to tell you the price on this. Did you just join us? My name is Chris. Welcome to the live stream. Today is Gold Explosion Extravaganza, whatever you want to call it. It's a gold paradise here, and we're doing it on clearance at clearance prices. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the big one. That is 5.5 millimeters. So this is for Mr. Big, or Mrs. Big. This is for the ladies that want to make a statement. Make a statement that you're the boss. This is the boss. If you're not the boss of something, it may not be for you, but this is the boss. This is, again, 5.5 millimeters. It's not. Is it gigantic in a obnoxious way? No, but it commands. It commands attention. This is awesome. It's the classic rope, right? But it's just so big. 8 inches. We have it available in 8 inches. Ladies, if you can make 8 inches work, I encourage you to make this work. Guys, most of us should be in. I know I wear about a 7 3/4 I can squeeze into. An 8 is ideal. This is it's just gonna send that message. That not so subtle message. That you've arrived. Gosh, this is awesome. All right, folks, you're thinking, I know, 4,000 or 5,000. No. We had it $23.69. Fair. Today, we are doing this. It sounds so wrong to say. Because I know for a fact we've done this. I've sworn we've done this for $4.99. We're doing it for $4.09. This is nearly $400. $409.99. You've got an $82 budget pay. You can get this big 5.5 millimeter. You can get this home for $82 on budget pay. $82 on budget pay. That I don't know if that's it. That looks almost too. It looks bigger in person than it does even on this big blown up size. This is fantastic, friends. But yeah, no, I'm looking. I mean, that's the one they have on the website too. When you in person, this is thicker in person. This is massive. But again, folks, very important. How many do we have?
We have 3.
And this would be number
114.
Sold 114. We have 3 of these. Guys, Steven, if you're watching, and Steven, ball out. It's time. $82. For the gentlemen watching, for the ladies watching, if you're wanting to get a gift for your gentleman, even if he doesn't like jewelry, get this for him. If you can afford it. I don't ever get anything you can't afford, but I can tell you right now, even if he doesn't like jewelry, he's going to love it. You can get it and be like, you shouldn't have. Oh, and then he puts it on. This is going to give you that feeling. Ladies, if you can work an 8, you need to get this. This would how fantastic. How fantastic. You're getting I think it's a $3,000 value, quite frankly, but we had it at $23.69. I think that's a good conservative, okay, fair. That's a fair price. What is wild is $409. $409. $409. And 82 budget pay, 0 credit check, 0 interest. Love it. 10 karat gold, everyday wearable, 5.5 millimeters. That's the big one, folks. 8 inches. Love, love, love it. Now, we're going to move on. We've got 4 of those remaining. Or 3. Was it 3 or 4?
3.
3 of them. I'm sorry. 3 of those. So 3 very exclusive club members with that big, bold rope bracelet. All right, now, onward and forward to a 14 karat. Wait, we just did that one, bro.
No, this one's different.
Okay.
This is the only one that doesn't have a, another that doesn't have a chain or pendant, I mean. It should be...
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, because I feel like we did do an 8. We did do a 14 karat yellow gold necklace. Sorry about this, folks. So tight. Yeah, I feel like we did do an 14 karat, 1.5 millimeter rope. Yeah, because that one we did, I think, right before we did the 18 here. So maybe they just sent us 2 of them.
Yeah, they might have.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just bypass that one because we basically already did that one, and I think it's the same, maybe. Yeah, right? Oh, the other one might have been less expensive.
This one is showing me...
Or is that a little bit larger?
Yeah, this one looks...
No, they're both 18 and 1.5. Yeah, so I'm going to encourage them to go with the lesser expensive of the 2. That one's 157. The other one was 137. Oh. Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll save y'all money. Yeah, so that was basically roughly the same. I think that one might have had like a 0.1 gram difference, but nah. That's,
yeah.
I want them to go save their money because they're virtually the same. All right, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go straight into this. This is awesome. This is Italian made. Could it be anything else? What you have here is a diamond cut bangle bracelet. It has some maneuverability, but it's going to lock into place. 7.5 inches. That's going to accommodate, I think, most of the ladies out there. And it's a good, wide, bold look. It looks, I mean, it gives you that very, very expensive, several $1,000 look. We had $21.99, right? We're nowhere near that. Don't worry. Got a nice high polish on the interior. It's got some, again, the maneuverability there, but it does snap into place there, and then you have the little locking latch. So what you're getting is a big, bold, very, very, very expensive, multiple thousand. I'd say probably a $4,000 look, but because it's got a little bit of a lighter gram weight for what it looks like, because it looks like about a 20 gram bracelet in terms of that look. But because it's a little bit lighter, we can do this for way less than $4,000. So it's going to be about just shy of 1/2 inch, and we'll call it right at a centimeter, right at 1 centimeter in width. You've got all of this texturing, all of this beautiful diamond cutting here. which is going to give you so much more, so much light reflection, so much more pop, and all that good stuff. Okay, lots of people joining in too. Thank you for joining. This is one you don't want to miss. How many do we have?
We have, let's see, 9.
Okay, so there's 9 of these. This was one that we got very, very few of. I think we only had maybe 10 to start. So this is probably one that they just, because there's so few of them, maybe they didn't show it on air, or if they did, I don't know. They did. They must not have, because it would have been sold out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing this for $439. Tell me that doesn't look. Now I would put it on, but it's a 7.5. Maybe I can probably. I mean, the cool thing about gold is it's virtually indestructible.
Ooh.
It's virtually indestructible, but it's malleable, right? So, yeah. Wait a second. I can. That does fit. Hey, gentlemen, we might be in because it is so malleable. Yeah. Now it's a little bit tight on me, but I could always bend it if I wanted to. But just to give you an idea of scale, and of course, your wrists, ladies, I know they're going to be much more attractive than my big hairy wrists. But are you getting a good shot there?
Yeah, it's good. I like that.
But how cool is that? What a big, bold look. And look, I got big hands. I have pretty big wrists. I'm not a small dude, but that's a good look. And ladies, you're going to look so much prettier with it on. You can get this for $80. $88, excuse me. $88 on budget pay. $88 on budget pay. It's a big, bold look. So cool. This is that go-to. It's everyday wearable, 10 karat gold, solid 10 karat gold. And I love the fact that it does have that little bit of malleability to it, that little bit of spring to it, so that when you are putting it on, you're not having to do, go crazy. Folks, 5.25 grams on about, I'd say, a 20 gram look because of the width. Because of that texturing, because of that big, bold presentation. Again, there's only 4 of them. Don't miss this one. $439, one showing on TV, and that goes bye-bye. $88 gets it home. Centimeter in width, Wonder Woman. That's going to be you. That's awesome. Love it. That was sold 118, correct?
Yes.
Sold 118. Sold 118. There's 4 of them. There are 4 of them. If you want, ladies, if you wanted to, yes, you could get a couple. You want to layer it up or get one for each wrist. Typically, we don't encourage that, but this would be kind of cool. This would be that one kind of cool to have one for each wrist, I think. Be a boss move, baller move there, ladies. Take advantage of that. Love it. That's very, very cool. Italian made, but of course, excellent design. Love that. Wait, that was a French accent, wasn't it? But of course. Yeah. So sorry, didn't even match the Italian made. All right, so moving on to sold 117. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take off one that I have on. Do you have that Palma loaded up too, by the way?
Yeah.
Because while I'm showing it, while I'm taking it off, this is my personal Palma chain. That's a 22 inch. We'll load that up for you too if there's any of them available. That's my personal jam. But this is just right too. Now, what we're talking about here, again, the classic rope. Why do you keep showing so many ropes? Because it's the most popular of all the chains. It is the most important chain of probably the 20th century, and it's still the most popular chain. It's a classic. People love it. You get lots of light reflection from it. When you twist it around, you see all that reflectivity. It's strength, symbolic of that. This is a 24-incher, right? The cool thing about the 24-incher, or at least for me, and ladies, and if you have your hair done up very nicely, yes, that may be more of a difficult chore. But you can take it on and take it off, no frills, right? Most of us can. I got a pretty big head. I mess up my hair. Folks, this one is thick. We're talking, it's over nearly 5.5 grams, solid gold. The perfect, actually this looks just like one that I own, only, I think mine's in 14, but very, very similar. So I own virtually similar one in 14. This is 10 karat. It's going to be more durable, going to be a little stronger, going to be everyday wearable. You wear this to the gym. You can wear it out to wherever you can. Because it's 3 millimeters, you've got a decent thick millimeter. It's going to be seen from across the room, right? So this is going to be that chain that you can wear by itself, right? Or if you wanted to, you can probably fit a lot of pendants on. I'm not going to say every pendant because it is very thick, but it's that kind of just right. This is the Goldilocks length, both in length for ladies and gentlemen, and in the size in terms of the millimeter, right? It's the go-to. It's the workhorse. It's fantastic, and it's not $2,700. It's $459.99. It's less than $100 on budget pay. So less than $100 on budget pay. You can wear it on the outside, you can wear it on the inside, whatever. Wear it by itself, wear it with a pendant, if the pendant will fit on. It's 3 millimeters. A lot of pendants will, most will. It's perfect. It's ideal. If you don't own a chain, this is the one you should get. If you're in question, if you're out there and you're thinking, you know what? I just got paid. I'm ready to pull the trigger. I want to get an ideal. I don't want dental floss. I want something that's going to be strong, something that I can have, something I can wear every day for the rest of my life. This is that go-to. Something that's going to work with just about everything that I have in my wardrobe. This is that go-to. Something that I can wear pendants with all the time. This is that go-to. Something I can wear on the outside, something I can wear on the inside. This is that go-to. Now I'm going to take it and put it on the outside, and then I'm going to move on. How many do we have?
We have...
Before I ramble on any further.
We have 6.
Okay, so we have 6 of them. So, there's 6 of these. And friends, I want you to consider this, because if you own gold, then I want you to consider, if you own, maybe you even own this one, I want you to consider getting this as a gift. If you're thinking about giving it as a gift, this is the ideal. Because at 24 inches, we're good on the guys, we're good on the gals. All right, so I think enough said. I think I beat that horse, but the horse is a workhorse.
Real fast, let's also show comparison.
Let's do. I want to go out there shopping. I think that's a brilliant idea. The reason why I'm kind of sort of stopping I'm hovering over this one is because it's the quintessential. It's the workhorse. It is the perfect one to get if you're just sort of, yeah. Anyway, take a look here. Just to give you an idea. Pretty much apples to apples, all across the board. Is that one 24 inches? I don't know. So that could be 18 inches. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's call it 24 inches. All right, because everything else we're pretty much apples to apples on. Oh, wait, no, we're not. Put the brakes on. We're not apples to apples. What is the difference? So that's definitely, I'm going to say, not going to be 24 inches unless it's like hollow, super hollow, because it's 1615, but it's 3.10 grams. Gram weight, ladies and gentlemen. That means something. Gram weight means something. Especially when we're talking about gold. Because this could be from the fanciest store in the world, and it's stamped, it's a regulated commodity, it's stamped 10K, just like ours is stamped 10K. And it's highly regulated. So you're getting basically the same thing, only difference is I gotta say it can't be 24 inches because it's only 3.10 grams. Ours is 5.4 grams. So we're nearly double the gram weight. By this metric, ours should be right at about 3,000. The difference, $459.99. So, if you want the website, email DJ. We'll see if we can get it to you. I don't know if you can figure out. We kind of cover up the names to protect the innocent. Yeah. But folks, and look, I'm not mad at them because that's the reality of the retail world, of the brick and mortar world, and it may even be just an online place. Like I was looking the other day, and I look around too because I'm constantly on the lookout to see if anybody can beat us. Rarely find anybody that can, and that kind of occasionally I will, and I'm like, that looks a little sketch. Don't trust it, you know. So that being said, we're going to move on. But that sold 119, correct?
817.
That was 117?
Yes. Okay,
that sold 117. The workhorse. There's 4 of them left, ladies and gentlemen. 24 inch, 10 carat, 5 point. and some change, Graham, go for it. Great opportunity there. Now, next up, I'll just leave it on. Next up, we've got Vicenza Italian Love Knot. I love this look. You're going to love it too, ladies. You've got dangles. You've got lever backs, the most popular of all the backing for all earring, for all time. No, that's just anecdotal, but every woman I've ever talked to is like, I was like, what's your favorite back? Like, is it shepherd's hook? You like posted friction? It's like lever backs. Why? It's ideal. Snaps into place. You can do backflips, and you don't have to worry about losing it. You know, most earrings, if you have good earrings, you know, not custom jewelry, you got some money in them. Snaps into place, forget about it. You'll never lose it. These are beautiful. I love the fact that you have that very high end. Are we looking good?
Yes, it's good.
That very high end design on that. What do I mean by that? Well, the Italians, I'm sure it's been done throughout history, but more in recent memory, you started mixing in the different colors. You know, in the past it might have been platinum and gold or silver and gold. Here we have basically that look of platinum with the white gold. You've got the rose gold, you know, right? Put a little bit of copper and mixed in with the alloy. It gives it that pink gold look, which has become so popular and a new staple and a new classic. And then, of course, the classic 14 karat yellow gold. All weaved in there, but done in such a manner to where you've got so much three-dimensionality, not just from the differentiation of color here, right? Which gives you that very dynamic and really fantastic designer look. But what you've got on each of these individual weave designs here, you've got some laser cutting, which I don't know if you're able to see through this picture. Laser cutting, right, going on. Going to give you an element of three-dimensionality, which as if you already needed it. And then with the rose gold, you've got sort of a frosted design deal going with the rose and with the white gold. So a frosted design kind of texturing along with the occasional little laser cuttings, three-dimensionality, remember? And then you've got a high polish on the traditional yellow gold, which just makes these pop, which makes the three-dimensionality all the more prevalent. That's how you know you've got something that's truly high-end fashion. And somebody took some time to really sit and think about. That it wasn't just, I mean, look, nothing wrong. You know, I talked about the aforementioned the traditional hoops that I bought. There's a pair of high-polished hoops, 14 karat yellow gold. I'm not mad at them because it's classic. It's fine. This is different. This is unique. This is fun. This is a great gift. This is something that is everyday wearable. This is something that's going to have a little bit of dangle action going on there. For the most part, actually maybe not. Depends on how large your earlobes are. But this is going to be that great look. And just to give you an idea, because I gotta imagine, let's see. So yeah, I don't think you're gonna have a whole lot of, it's probably gonna be more static. So I don't want to go out on too much of a limb unless you have, I don't know, you know, different people have the different earlobes. So this is gonna be different maybe for most people, but I think it's gonna stay pretty static. But that's just to give you an idea of scale. So you got kind of a big, bold look. You've got a fun look. You've got a designer look, and you've got that three-dimensionality and really unique that makes it look very, very expensive. Here's the deal. It's not that expensive, though. $3,000 pair of earrings all day, every day. The design alone, the design work, you know, you hear Steve Cardone talk a lot about designer fees. It's an important thing because the designer fees on something like this would be extensive and you would pay a premium. If you put a pair of initials in here, that would be, I mean, forget about it. You're like well over the $3,000 where we're estimated the retail value at. Today you're getting them for $387. $387.99. 14 karat tri-color gold. Folks, that's nearly $100 a gram. And you talk about design fees. Oh my goodness. this design, I mean, that is, and then you add to that lever backs on top of it all. Less than $77, or excuse me, $77.60 on budget pay. So less than $78. Less than $78 gets this home. All right, and then you're gonna pay, let's call it what, $2 and a quarter. Call it $250. Call it $250 a day for the remaining 4 months. To have something so high end, so that you would see on a showroom floor at the very, very finest, the very, very finest jeweler in Dubai, would you see something like this? And you would pay a premium. You'd pay a heck of a lot more than $3,000. What our starting price is, $387. Sold
118.
Yeah, I'm totally lost on the numbers at this point. So sold 118. We're gonna move on. How many do we have?
We have, where'd it go?
These are beautiful.
Oh, 6.
6 of them in total. Good. So I didn't waste my time. I was like, if you said 1, I was like, dude, I just spent like 5 minutes on that. They deserve the time. They're so cool. Such a boutique designer look. So fantastic. I love it. Now, this is probably, it's got to be one of my favorite bracelets of all time. You want to talk about boutique designer look? Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, matching.
Dude. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Huge yes. How many do we have of this?
3.
There's 3 of these. You've got to get this. This is the first time I'm seeing it. I mean, I saw it before the show, but I didn't have a chance to really dive in. Oh my goodness. Friends, this looks like something straight out of the pages of a magazine. Look at this. Holy smoke, is this important? Look at all this texturing. Look at that design. Look at those knot designs. They're going to go perfectly with the earrings that we just showed you. They had to have, yep, a tie. Okay, they had to. These had to have come from the same designer, because you talk about high-end fashion, luxury. Screams $10,000. Screams, Coco, whoever. Screams extraordinary. And it is heavy. 7.4 grams. This feels like almost, it feels like 10 or 20 grams, man. This is heavy. It's substantial. It's so well made. Ladies and gentlemen, again, you've got that tricolor gold. They had to have been, obviously that's why they gave them to us together. They had to have been made to be together. So you're going to have that mixture of the white gold, that combination of the white, of the rose gold with the knots, of the yellow gold, of this beautiful, almost sort of snake skin style design here with this very, very thick chain here. 14 millimeters on your knots alone. And the cool thing about those is you have these stations of the white gold here, right? I'm super excited about this. There's 4 of them?
3.
3 of them. Well, maybe 4?
Maybe 4.
Maybe 4 counting this one, okay? Hopefully. But let's work on the assumption there's only 2 of them, and let's get into gear, because ladies and gentlemen, the price I'm going to give you. Now, back to what I was saying. You've got these stations, which are they're going to be static. So they're going to stay the first initial, of course, the yellow gold there. But then you've got this white gold station. That's not going anywhere. That's going to be static. You've got another white gold. That's static. So what you have here is a little action going on there. So you get some articulation from those knots, right? So they can move within their particular stations. How bloody cool is this? And you've got a big, sort of a different, this is like a modern day take on a lobster claw. Look at that. Even the lobster claw is like high fashion and luxury. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. All 14 karat. So it's going to be strong. It's not going to be so delicate that you can't wear it every day. This one will be your signature. This one can be worn with others as well. It could be worn with maybe Big Daddy if you wanted to. That's if you're really wanting to be, that's if you really want to show off. But this might be the coolest bracelet. This is different. They're so limited, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing this for under $1,000. It looks like $10,000. It absolutely looks like it just came off the showroom. It absolutely looks like, I was watching this little YouTube thing on Runway yesterday. Don't make fun of me. It was some song. It was like I was trying to look up some singer. and just happened to come upon some runway deal where she was singing at this runway deal. So I was looking at this artist, like, who's that? And then I looked it up. Well, on the runway, this is like the stuff that the models are wearing on the runway. It is fantastic. It's $887. You can get it today for less than $200. On budget pay, you can get this for $177.60. Get this. Get this. If you've got style, you've got grace, and if you can afford it, if you can't, I understand. So it's somewhat of a considered purchase. But if you can, utilize that budget pay. $177 gets this home. It is so cool. The design is so impressive. And it's just unlike anything I've ever seen. Except for, like, you know, for literally multiple thousands of dollars, I've seen, similar stuff. But folks, this is really, really special. This is high design, luxury at its finest. Even this chain, the slinkiness of it is so fantastic. You've got, I mean, look at all that texturing. I'm so excited about this piece. It's really, really cool. And they're very, very limited. So we got 3 of them, friends. We've got 3. Sold 117.
19.
Sold 119. See, I'm good for like sold one through 4, and after that it's like I fall off a cliff. Sold 119. I cannot say enough about this. We include the link to my Palma chain, which I took off earlier. That should be on the Shop LC. Good job there, DJ. And folks, all right, I can't say enough about this one. I'm super excited. I wish I could spend more time on it, but because of the constraints of time, I'm not. But you know what? I got to come back to that later. That's going to be one of my top 3, just because that's so unique, so original, so cool. All right, folks, take advantage of that one. There's only 3. There's only 3 of them. That is just the neatest piece. I didn't give him the link in it, though. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
Here, I'll give it to him real quick. You don't have to worry about it. We're moving on. Oh, you got it? 7 1/4? No, 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5. Yeah.
7.5. Going to work perfectly for all the ladies out there. Maybe even the dudes if you guys, if you want to get on that. But that's such a cool piece. I love that knot. It go perfectly with those earrings. Now, moving on to sold 120 is this very, very eclectic and cool piece. I love this one. This is my first time seeing it. Full disclosure, I thought I took a good look at everything. This may have been one of the last ones we put up. This is an Italian designer. Remember we showed you that really cool kind of open pear shape earlier? That book, the Book of Pear? This, with that sort of radiating laser cutting, it gives you so much reflectivity, so much light return. The reason why I love these pieces is because they're not too big. They're not too small. They are that, I was about to say Alice in Wonderland size. They are that Goldilocks. Hanging out with a bunch of bears is kind of a trippy thing like Alice in Wonderland is, but that is that Goldilocks. Yeah, she's breaking and entering first and foremost. Why? What's up with Goldilocks? Tell a story about a woman breaking and entering? What does that say to kids? This is an inch. So it's that Goldilocks length, right? It's sort of, we could call this, we'll call it sort of a Celtic style raggio cross. What does that mean in Italian? Somebody help me out with that?
Let's see.
Raggio, R-A-G-G-I-O. Might mean Celtic cross in Italian. But what it is just a really unique, fascinating piece. You've got nice mill grain going all surrounding the edges. You have that sort of laser sunburst design coming out of the center. It's going to give you all that light reflectivity. You've then got this is like a work of art. You've then even got more and sort of almost let's say, almost sort of a satiny finish throughout here, and then surrounded by these sort of scalloped edges with a little bit more mill grain to boot. So what is that? That all culminates in something, and then of course the back, just a nice sort of satiny finish on the back, right? That's cool, because if you give this as a gift, or if you get it for yourself, and you're wanting to make sure you mark your territory. You put some initials. You could put a small note on the back, right? You can have any jeweler could describe that in it. This is 14 karat gold. It's a very, very classy, very, very fine piece. And here's the good news, ladies and gentlemen. You get this pendant for $347. Do you want to hear the second set of good news? Anyone? Anyone? You're getting the Rolo chain to go along with that. So you get the 18-inch chain that comes with it. Now you can, let's see, I don't know if you can remove this. Let's double check that just to make sure that it's not all one piece. But you do get the Rolo chain that comes along with it. And I have the spring-loaded enclosure. Let's see here. So, yep. So it comes off. So you're getting two for the price of one. The chain alone would cost you probably around, I'd say, $600. $600 just for the chain alone. 18 inches, and a Rolo style chain. Then you're getting this pendant, this very nice and thick pendant here. It's all 14 karat gold. $347.99. How many do we have total?
3.
It's going to be 320. This is sold 121.
20.
Sold 120. And I'm going to put that back on the chain. Come on. Might have to let my brother DJ handle this for me. Oh, no, there we go. There we go.
Hey.
So, and guys, I would say yes to the pendant. So what does it mean? Razio. Or is that
radius.
I'm sorry?
Radius.
Radius, okay. Radius cross. But again, you're getting sort of a Celtic style design here. You know, it sort of kind of goes out, you know, on all fours. Very, very cool. This doesn't necessarily have to be a religious piece. It could, you know, it is obviously, it's, you know, art is in the eye of the beholder, but it could be, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. This is going to be that perfect go-to. It is something that I would wear. It is classy. This is very classy. I would totally rock something like that. It's not too big, not too small. It's perfect. It's a really cool design. Very limited on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Again, you get the chain that comes with it. That's worth the price of admission. The fact that you get this amazing pendant is just, that's a cherry on top. That is a very, very cool piece. If you just joined us, my name is Chris. Welcome to the live stream. We just showed you one of the coolest pendants that works for men and women. Look at that. That is fantastic. So we're going to move on. Again, 121. Was that 120?
120, yes.
Was that one. That's a really, really neat piece. That's the first time I'm seeing that one. I'm really, really loving that. All right. I like it when you get pendants that work for guys and gals, because then it's like, ooh, you know, a little selfishness involved there, because I'm like, I could see that. I could see that working. And I usually, you know, a lot of pendants don't work for guys, or at least for me. So, but to each their own again. But a lot of the ones that we've shown have worked. Now this, I asked for specifically because I said, as long as we have this, I want to show it. It is very important. It is very different because you will not find 24 karat gold. You may, I don't want to say 100%. I'm not going to say with 100% certainty. But when's the last time? Let me ask you all, everybody who's watching me right now. When's the last time you saw 24 karat gold in a jeweler? Can you remember? If you do, chances are you are a baller. Because you just don't see it. This is investment grade level gold. Solid. 99.999% gold. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any more solid. It's stamped. It's 5.25 grams. This is that foxtail chain. The thing I love about this is, and we probably got, how many do we have? I think we had like 14 the other day. It's got to be getting low.
3.
Okay, so we're down to 3 left. If this gets shown on a prime time, forget about it. There's 3. This is probably going to be the last time you see this, ladies and gentlemen. The cool thing I like about this is, and again, back to little selfish reasons, because I don't own 24 karat gold, yellow gold yet. I should. Shame on me, right? But if I'm gonna make that investment, I want it to be something, because I have a lot of stuff that I get that, stuff I can't even wear. I just kind of get it, put it away. So I think it's cool. Maybe gift it later, or maybe just keep it because I like the gemstones, for a certain collection. But if I'm going to get something like this, I want to get it. I want to be able to wear that. I want to be able to wear it. This is something that the guys can wear. Absolutely, the ladies can. We've got versatility here. We've got 6.5 to 8 inches. That is going to encompass probably about 90% of us out there. 90% of you watching at least can make a 6.5 to 8 inch, because these 24 karat gold jump rings, that's going to make it accessible to us all, and it looks fantastic on men. That looks good on me. Not bragging. That looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah,
DJ,
I like it.
You sound like the coolest guy in the world now that I put this on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. DJ says I'm the coolest dude in history. Now that I've got, and it's 24 karat gold though. It is important, and it does put a smile on your face. It is rich. It is buttery. It's different. And you've got that really cool sort of chevron foxtail design. Yes. Very, very high polish too, which doesn't, this doesn't do it justice, I think. And that's not a knock against production. It's just that when you see this in person, it dazzles. It lights up. It lights up. Like, you ever seen Pulp Fiction when they have that briefcase? You don't know what's in it. You assume it's some kind of gold, because every time they open it, they're like, is that what I think it is? And it opens up and it's like bright. It shines this like bright, luminescent golden light on people's faces. That's what 24 karat gold does. If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction, you got to watch it. It's a cool movie. But this is fantastic. It's got a nice millimeter width to it. Again, we're down to the final 3 of these. Sold 121. It's 24 karat gold. I want to reiterate that. It's not going to be $6,000 or $7,000. We had this at an everyday price of $997.99. That is a great price. That is $997 is below a 10 karat gold price for 24 karat gold. In fact, I'm gonna go on a limb, very thin limb, and say that's a stainless steel price with some initials in it. You don't need initials. You've got the initials 24K stamped in this. That's the initial that you've got. That's better than any designer out there. Now, that being said, this is not $997 either. We're doing this today. They've marked it down over $100, or right at, they marked this down, $200 for us just today to $798.38. $798.39 for solid 24 karat gold in one of the coolest foxtail designs. Ladies, gentlemen, it works for every wrist size, just about. You've even got a small, very sort of, for the ladies we'll call it a heart, for the guys we'll call it a spade at the bottom there, which if you wanted to, you could get that inscribed with some initials, or with just a heart, or a very, very small message, I guess. But that's where you're going to see that stamp too, that 24 karat, so you can do it on the other side. Folks, this is important. This is solid. Investment grade level. Doesn't get any finer. Rich, buttery. I'm going to move on, but there's 3. There's 3 left. Guys, gals, 6.5 to 8 inches. That is such a power piece. That's the boss. That's the CEO. Muy importante. Very cool. Love that. All right. So we are going to move on to something that I am very excited about, if I can find it.
Behind you.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh. The name of my Saturday show is the very masculine Sparkle Party.
Yes.
All right? You can tell I came up with the name. But it is typically. We do have sparkly things on the Saturday show. This is Sunday, however. But the sparkle continues because we've got what's called a sparkle chain. Now, what is a sparkle chain, Chris? Well, It's amazing, first and foremost. It's a 1.5 millimeter, all right? But 1.5 millimeters, when you think 1.5 millimeters, you think, so I mean, look, we're not talking itty bitty, teeny tiny. I'm going to take this beautiful pendant off. We got to move fast here, I know. How many more do we have?
We have 2 more.
2 more. Okay, actually, we're making good time.
We're good.
When I think 1.5 millimeter chain, I think, well, that's the ideal. It's an ideal because it's something you can wear, you can see it really well, and you can also wear it with a pendant, right? It's getting a little bit, might be getting a little bit too thick for my jacket here. I don't want that guy in a little coat. I don't want to break it, but I digress. But what you don't think is something sort of big and bold. Now, what does the sparkle chain do for you? And I'm going to put it on in just a second. I'm afraid I'm going to rip my coat. It gives you so much light return that what you have presented is something you can see not just from across the room, but you can see this from across 2 rooms because of the nature of all the reflectivity of that. So what would normally be, an ideal chain millimeter width then gets amplified. The amplification of it. This is 24 inches. It's going to work for men. It's going to work for women. It's 14 karat gold. It's getting up there into the very, very luxurious here, right? We're 75% solid gold. That's going to make it very, very easy to liquidate at any time. But the fact that you've got this very, very specialty design of this is not run-of-the-mill. Okay, this is not just run-of-the-mill Rolo, traditional link chain. This is a specialty. This is a very, very high-end technical design that takes more time, it takes more precision, and it gives you so much more reflectivity too. Again, you've got these little small areas that all put in these individual links, but each one of them is high polished in such a way that you get just and sort of almost flattened in a way that you get so much light return that it's so much more bang for your buck. And ladies and gentlemen, this is, look, you're getting what looks to be a $4,000 look. We had it at $3,000. So you're getting what looks like a $4,000 look, but you're not having to pay that $4,000 price. In fact, you're only paying $459.99. Let's knock this thing over. Less than $100 on budget pay. Less than $100 gets this home on budget pay. And ladies and gentlemen, it is a 24 inch. It is going to work with pretty much, I would say, most of your pendants. But this is going to work especially as a standalone because of how much reflectivity you're getting. So it's definitely that one that's going to get you noticed. It's going to be 24 inches. So once you get it, hit in, you can take it off, kind of like I do that sometimes. I'm not going to do that again. So my hair's already probably messed up enough. But it's going to be perfect for men, perfect for women. How many do we have?
We have 4.
There's 4 of these, maybe 5 if you include this one. So very limited, last in stock opportunity, $459. You get it for $92 on budget pay. There's maybe 5 of them. Let's work on the assumption there's 4 of them. We're going to hold the line at $459 for the remainder of the next 24 hours. Today is October 8th. Okay, that's around $100 a gram for a 14 karat yellow gold. Don't miss that one. That is fantastic. Now, we're going to move from this one to the pendant that I just unattached from it, just because I didn't want to take away from the presentation of that.
By the way, real fast, Keely from...
Hey, Keely.
The website says hi.
Oh, is it Keely or Kelly?
I think Kelly.
Okay. Oh, Kelly. Yeah. Hey, Kelly. Thank you for watching. How are you today? Really appreciate you joining us. You came in right on the end of it, but I encourage you to rewatch this. And we had some killer stuff today. Kelly, you're gonna love it. She's a regular here, so watch it. Oh, watch it from India. Wait, now, Kelly, are you my friend? That's one of my friends is a personal shopper from India that I just adore. we talked. It's been so long though. We talked a while back, and she was like, "Hey, I'm a personal shopper. Just want to let you know." She's so sweet. I wonder if that's you, Kelly, or Keely.
I think it's Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly. But no, I'm pretty sure it's not. No, because it's not her name. Anyway, happy you're watching from all the way across the pond. Now, what we have here is solid. Again, we're investment grade level. This is 24 karat gold. These designs that we've gotten in, we have not been able to keep in. I think at this point, we might be, and I'm not even going to speculate, but I would say we are probably one of the premier, if not the premier seller of 24 karat gold in the world at this point. I mean, I'm sure you can find people that have more 24 karat gold stuff, but as far as I know, I just don't know where one goes to get solid 24 karat gold. I know, like Kelly in India, they're more into the 22 plus because they understand what an investment it is. It is in India. If you see Indian weddings, typically they'll be adorned in a lot of gold. You know, that's something for their family. That's something that they take seriously as an investment, and it's smart. And I wish we did it more here. Because when you talk about 24 karat gold, you're talking about the good stuff. It doesn't get any finer than that. It's 99.99, right? It's stamped. It's highly regulated. There's stiff penalties if it's violated. But this is something that not only are you getting investment grade, investment level gold here, you're getting it in a design that is just lovely. Absolutely a work of art. With beautiful satiny texturing going on. You've got high polish. And this picture doesn't do it justice, so just bear with me here. But I'm going to explain it as I see it, because in person, it's amazing. So what you have here is you have a very high polish on the bulbs here, right? You've got a secondary layering, so there's three-dimensionality galore with this one. You've got a secondary layering of 4 petals. Of those 4 petals, you've got this beautiful, just snowy, sort of, what would we call this? It's like a satiny finish. It looks like velvet almost. Then you've got surrounding it a border of very, very high polished, delicately high polished surrounding that. Ditto that on the second row of 1, 2, except for 3, 4 have a very high polish on these. What is that doing? Well, that's adding to your texturing, right? That's adding to your three-dimensionality. And it is three-dimensional as it stands, but it really, really speaks to that and really, really intensifies that. Now, we go to your final layering here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what is it, 6 total on the petals, all of which then again have that very, very high sheen of velvet, almost that velvety texturing, and then a nice thin layer. But you can't see from the picture a very, very delicately high polished sheen, all culminating. Behind it even looks beautiful. Folks, this is special. It's $399. And because we're almost out of time, well, actually we are, I'm going to move. How many do we have? Very quickly. This is sold 1.
2, 3.
We have 23?
No, that was sold 1, 2, 3, and we have 5.
Oh, sold 123. Mm-hmm. We have 5 of these. Mm-hmm. We can't keep them in. I know we've done something similar recently. I want to give you a measurement very quickly because I don't want to give you short shrift. This is an important piece. It could be worn as a charm. I'd be careful about that because we're talking 24 karat gold. It's going to be a little bit more. I mean, look, it's virtually indestructible as I mentioned earlier, but it is highly malleable, especially in this 24 karat gold state. Now, this is going to be right at 1.25 inches from bail to bottom. Your actual flower itself is going to be right at about 1 inch. In circumference as well, or in diameter, yeah. But just a beautiful piece, fantastic, and those have been very, very wildly popular. Can't keep them in, and that is a clearance price, $399, ladies and gentlemen, for 2.10 grams. Simply marvelous. Okay, now how many more? Do we have one more?
This last one.
Okay, so we're making a pretty good time here. Last, and certainly not least. Now, if you just got the pendant, I want you to give very, very strong consideration to getting this, which might be, now we've seen some rings with a similar design here. We've had very, very few of them because they don't last, and we get them in very, very small quantities. This is the biggest I've seen yet. It is, well, I've got huge hands, relatively, and what do you think?
That's big.
It dwarfs my hand. This is, well, again, it's very beautiful. Similar characteristics, a little bit more on the high polish on your first row. High polish plus satiny, plus 1, 2, so half high polish, half satiny on second row, and then ditto that on the third row, but staggered. This is excellent. It is heavy. Oh my goodness. 7 grams of solid. Now, when you, and it feels so velvety smooth. Oh my gosh. We have it in a size 10, obviously. It's sizable. We have it in a 7, 8, 9, and 10. What number was this? Sold 123? Sold 124. This is the pinnacle, folks, in terms of rings, in terms of gold. It doesn't get any better than this. In terms of size, we've got it in a 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's $1,499. $1,499. Not $10,000. It is substantial. And you can see a smile on my face. For whatever reason, 24 karat gold, it's going to go excellent with that pendant that you just got. For whatever reason, 24 karat gold just puts a smile on your face. It's like whenever I wear platinum, I get this weird feeling. It's like it's hard to describe. Get the pendant, get the ring. You've got a $300 budget pay. I understand it's substantial. It's it's a considered purchase, but it's for something that you normally pay anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000 for. To get it for $14.99, and it feels so. It looks like butter, and it feels buttery smooth just on the finger. Wow, that's fantastic. Anyway, I want to say thank you to everybody who's watched. If you just joined us, you missed out. Give it about an hour or so. You'll be able to check out this again on the replay. Hopefully there'll still be a few things left. Keep in mind we will keep these prices until the following day. Now you might see a replay of me from yesterday. Hopefully you can still get some of those prices if there's any of that material available. I want to say thank you so very much. I will see you all again. I believe I'm back on Friday. I'm going to be, I think Lauren's on in that morning portion of the show. Now they're doing sort of two in one. And then because they didn't want me selling handbags and stuff like that, maybe they did me on the second half of the Friday show. So I should be back to see you guys at 2 p.m. on Friday. Of course, don't miss, I believe, Hunter's. Or no, tomorrow you guys have
Lauren.
Oh, Lauren on tomorrow at 2 p.m. And she's such a delight and really, really fantastic. So check that out, and I will see you at least Friday at 2 p.m. God bless you. Mwah.
All right, next.
Cool. All right, do you want to do the top 3?
Yeah.
That was a massive ring, dude.
Very big, yeah.
It feels so buttery